Hello students, myself Ankit Agarwal, a lecturer in Sri Sukhmani Polytechnic, Derabasi. I am discussing about engineering materials. This is the most important subject of third semester. Now in this lecture, we give you the introduction to engineering materials. Introduction to materials. Materials are used to make or build objects. During the past 200 years, there has been an enormous increase in the range of materials available to us. It is therefore important that the correct materials be used for a particular use. Now, while selecting the materials, you look at the four basic things. First one is the physical properties of materials. That is whether it is इसकी हार्डनेस कितनी है, इसकी टफनेस कितनी है, इसकी डेंसिटी कितनी है, ये मेलेबल है या डक्टाइल है. These are the physical properties. Second one is the cost and time. The cost includes two things, that is the cost of material and cost of processing. Next is the shaping and forming, and fourth one is the availability. These are the four things you need to look while selecting the material. Now the factors affecting the selection of materials. First one is the shape of the component. Second one is the dimensional tolerance. Third one is the mechanical properties. Fourth one is the fabrication or manufacturing requirements. Fifth one is the service requirements. Sixth one is the cost. Seventh one is the availability of the material, whether the material is available in the market or not. Now the procedure for materials selection. The selection of an appropriate material include the following sequence of activities. That includes, first step is we have to design. Second step is material selection. Now third step is process selection. Fourth step is production. Fifth step is evaluation. Sixth step is possible redesign or modifications. These are the 6 steps which are to be used while selecting an appropriate material. It is the procedure for the selection of the material. Now the properties of materials. First one is the hardness. What is hardness? The ability of a material to resist wear, indentation and scratching. Now second is toughness. It is the ability of a material to withstand blows or sudden impact. Third one is strength. It is the ability of a material to withstand forces of tension, compression and torsion. Fourth one is brittleness. Brittle material is that material which is easily fractured by impact. Brittle material is that material which is easily fractured by impact on it. Malleability. It is a material that can be rolled or hammered into a shape without rupture. जिसको हम हैमर कर सकते हैं, which is hammered and rolled into some shape without rupture, is known as malleability. If a material is stretched into thin wire, it is known as ductility. Now elasticity. It is the ability of a material to return to its original shape after deformation. जैसे रबड़ होगी, जब हम उसको डिफॉर्म करते हैं, यानी कि रबड़ को हम उसकी पोजीशन से, ओरिजिनल पोजीशन से डिफॉर्म करते हैं, उसको हम एक्सपेंड करते हैं, जैसे ही हम एक्सटर्नल फोर्स छोड़ देते हैं तो वो अपनी डिफॉर्मेशन से ओरिजिनल शेप में वापस आ जाती है। तो इसको हम क्या बोलते हैं? इलास्टिसिटी। उसके बाद है प्लास्टिसिटी। प्लास्टिसिटी क्या होती है? देखो, अगर ओरिजिनल शेप से डिफॉर्मेशन के बाद, और अगर हम फिर डिफॉर्मेशन छोड़ दें, ओरिजिनल पोजीशन में वापस आ जाए, इसको हम बोलते हैं इलास्टिसिटी। अगर वापस ना आए, एक नई पोजीशन में चली जाए डिफॉर्मेशन के बाद, उसको बोलते हैं हम प्लास्टिसिटी। क्या हो गया ये? इट इज़ द एबिलिटी ऑफ ए मटेरियल टू बी परमानेंटली डिफॉर्म्ड विदाउट फ्रैक्चर, यानी कि वो परमानेंटली डिफॉर्म्ड हो गई। उसके बाद है कंडक्टिविटी। इट इज़ द एबिलिटी ऑफ ए मटेरियल टू अलाउ हीट और इलेक्ट्रिसिटी टू फ्लो थ्रू इट। सेकंड, 10th वन इज डेंसिटी। सबको पता है डेंसिटी क्या होती है? इट इज डिफाइंड एज द रेशियो ऑफ मास अपॉन वॉल्यूम, और इट इज डिफाइंड एज द मास ऑफ ए 1 cubic centimeter of a substance. Fatigue. It occurs when materials have become overworked and fracture or fail. Fatigue क्या होती है? It occurs when materials have become overworked. जब मटेरियल के ऊपर उसकी लिमिट से ज़्यादा ही वर्क हो जाए, when it have become overworked, then the fracture or fail occurs. These are the properties of materials. Now next is the classification of engineering materials. It is classified into engineering materials is classified into 5 major. First one is the metals and alloys. Second one is the ceramics. Third one is the polymers. Fourth one is the composites. Fifth one is the advanced materials such as semiconductors, biomaterials, smart materials, and nano-engineered materials. Now the classification of metals and alloys. It is classified into ferrous and non-ferrous. फेरस में कौन कौन से आ जाएंगे आपके? प्लेन कार्बन स्टील हो गया, एलॉय स्टील हो गया, कास्ट आयरन हो गया। और नॉन फेरस में कौन से आ जाएंगे? जितने भी लाइट एलॉयज हैं, जैसे एल्यूमिनियम, मैग्नीशियम, जिंक। हैवी एलॉयज आ जाएंगे आपके। हैवी एलॉयज जैसे कि कॉपर, लेड, निकल। रिफ्रैक्टरी मेटल्स आ जाएंगे जैसे कि मोलिब्डेनम। प्रीशियस मेटल्स आ जाएंगे जैसे कि गोल्ड, एयू, प्लेटिनम, एटसेट्रा। नाउ सिरेमिक्स. Ceramics are the inorganic, non-metallic, crystalline compounds, usually oxides, carbides, nitrides, borides, etc. Some literature includes glasses in the same category. Now the classification of ceramics. Its classification is based, first classification is the application base. एप्लीकेशन बेस में ये दो तरह का होता है, एक तो होता है ट्रेडिशनल सिरेमिक्स और एक होता है एडवांस्ड सिरेमिक्स। सेकंड वन इज द composition base classification of ceramics. It is of 3 types: oxide ceramics, silicate ceramics, and nitride ceramics. Now next is the polymers. A polymer is a long chain molecule made up of many repeating units called monomers. Polymers can be natural यानी कि ऑर्गेनिक और सिंथेटिक. The properties of the polymers are linked directly to their structure, which is dictated mostly by intermolecular bonds. Now the examples of polymers. It is everywhere. That is, it is in plastics, for example, bottles, toys, and packaging, cosmetics, shampoos, and other hair care products, contact lenses, foods like proteins, starches, gelatin, gluten, fabric, balls, and even in your DNA. This is all about the polymers. A classification of polymers. It is classified into three main categories. First one is plastics. They can be semi-crystalline or amorphous. The plastics are of two types, thermoplastics and thermosets. Thermoplastics are composed of linear polymer chains. They flow under shear when heated. They can be compression or injection molded. Thermosets such as PVC, polyvinyl chloride. It is composed of branched polymer chains. Now, they are not flow when heated. The monomers are cured in a mold. Thermoplastics क्या होते हैं? It is composed of linear polymer chains, whereas the thermosets are composed of branched polymer chains. This is the basic difference between thermoplastics and thermosets. Now next is the classification of polymers is elastomers. For example, rubber. It is a cross-linked solid that will deform elastically under stress. Now third classification is solutions. For example, lubricants. Now next is the composites. It is a combination of two or more materials to achieve better properties than that of the original materials. These materials are usually composed of a matrix and one or more of filler material. The primary objective of engineering materials is to increase the strength to weight ratio. Composite material properties are not necessarily isotropic. That is directional properties. Isotropic का मतलब क्या होता है? Directional properties. It can be synthesized according to the type of filler materials and the method of fabrication. Now the classification of composites. It is classified into three categories. First one is the particulate composites. Second one is the laminate composites. Third one is the fiber reinforced composites. Particulate composites are the small particles embedded in different material. Laminate composites, for example, golf club shafts, tennis rackets, etc. Fiber reinforced composites, for example, fiberglass and reinforced polymers. Now, last but not the least is advanced materials. Materials that are utilized in high technology applications are sometimes termed advanced materials. High technology mean a device or product that operates or functions using relatively intricate and sophisticated principles. Its examples include electronic equipments like CD players, DVD players, computers, fiber optic systems, spacecraft, aircraft, and military rocket. These advanced materials are typically traditional materials whose properties have been enhanced and also newly developed. These are high performance materials. They may be of all material types, for example metals, ceramics, polymers, and are normally expensive. It includes semiconductors, biomaterials, smart materials, and nanomaterials. This is all about the advanced materials.